Okay. Now we're talking about liquidity. Yes, I got it right. Liquidity. Okay. When we're talking about liquidity, we have two types. I'm not talking about hunts of SL hunts or that one. I don't need to prolong matter. Okay, we have ERL liquidity, and we have INT liquidity. Or let me shorten it this way. I shorten it to, it is known as external liquidity and internal liquidity. Yeah. When we are talking about external liquidity, when we are talking about liquidity, we have two types of liquidity: external liquidity and what? And internal liquidity. Now, let's draw something like this. Let's draw a structure. Or let me delete this. Let me use, okay, this. Continuously might be in any form. Okay. Now, looking at this structure, when we are talking about external liquidity and internal liquidity, all we need to look into here, we need to look into external and what? Internal liquidity. And come here, Joe. We need to look into external and internal what? Liquidity. Now, how do we identify external liquidity and how do we identify internal liquidity? What is external liquidity and what is internal liquidity? What is the ideology behind external liquidity and what? Internal liquidity? Now, let's see, we have a downtrend market. We have low, high, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, continuously. Now, looking at this lower low, this lower low here is our what? External liquidity. This lower low is our external liquidity. Because why do we call it external liquidity? It is the target. It is the leg we need price to what? To rate for us. It is the leg we want price to rate for us. You know, when you are buying, when you are selling and you need a break of structure, you will want price to break this last leg to confirm you what? A break of structure before you what? Before you can consider the continuation of what? Of the sale. Now, here we have a what? A break of structure. B, a break of structure. This leg is also known as the what? External liquidity. The external, let me shorten it this way. Or, okay. External liquidity is known as the what? The external liquidity. It is the target. It is the what? The liquidity, the leg you are expecting price to rate for you. So this is a liquidity. That is why you see some scenario. You see something scenario like this. Price will do something like this, then read you out. Now, why did this happen? They know most trader we put what? I'm going to draw this thing again. I'm going to draw this thing again. Now, you see some scenario like this. You see some scenario like this, and you see a reaction. Then they'll clear them out. Why? Because the psychology behind this is they know some trader will be willing to buy from here. And those traders that are willing to buy from here, they will do what? They will be stopped out because they don't know the what? The psychology behind what? Behind this. Now, this is the what? This is the external liquidity. This is the external liquidity. Because now we have a break of structure. Price has already mitigated properly here. Now, this is another what? This is another leg. We are looking into a what? We are looking into, and we're expecting price to break it to confirm once again. Now, some traders will now be expecting price to buy from here. Then they will not stop them out. So, external liquidity. Then the internal liquidity are the liquidity like any high after this break of structure, either inside or I'll draw another structure to explain this, or any other form of liquidity that you have inside your internal structure. Any other liquidity you have inside the internal structure are known as the internal liquidity. Any other structure you have are known as what? Internal liquidity. Now look at this break of structure. This is external liquidity. We went back. Break of structure, external liquidity, went back, external liquidity. Now looking at this, yes, this is it. Now let's look at this structure properly. High and low. This first high stand as inducement for what? For the nearest point of interest. And you see a break of structure. Now this is the internal liquidity. This is the what? As I was saying, this next high stand as inducement for this one. Now this is the internal liquidity. This is what? The internal liquidity. Because the psychology behind this, they will be expecting a sale. Some traders will be expecting a sale from here. And you will not see something like this. You will see something like this. I'm coming. You see something like this. It is going to give them their reaction and what? Kick them out and move. The reason is they did not take note of the what? The internal liquidity. And price is meant to what? To clear from external to internal, from external to internal, or from internal to external. From external to internal, from internal to external. That's it. That's how we continue. That's how we continue. Now, let me draw another structure here. Let me draw another thing. Yeah. I'm coming. Let me draw another thing here. Now, looking at this, price already what? Broke a structure and went down. If we don't have any liquidity behind this, now this will now stand as the what? Liquidity for another point of interest. Yeah. Even though price has, sometimes you have imbalance. Yeah. Price will make use of the weak and you still have full body candle. Price will now still come again and make use of the full body candle. The reason is that this one here doesn't have any inducements. Assuming these have any inducement or any form of liquidity or any form of internal liquidity, price will have cleared the internal liquidity and use the nearest point of interest here to what? To continue the what? The trend. Because price is going to do something like this. Price is going to do something like this. Induce this and come. This one has stand as the what? Internal liquidity was for what? For this. Now, let me go to live charts. Let me go to live charts. Oh, also. Yeah, I pray one blue. No verse I did class, but make I play small. Okay. Now let's continue. We have a low, high, low, high. But I will not consider this place as low. Now let me consider this place as what? Delete. Let me consider this place as low, high, and another low. Now there are some traders, they are willing to what? To buy from here. You can see they have some reaction that shows a buy is going to come. And what do you see? They trap them out. So this is the what? This is the external liquidity. This is the external liquidity. And now from external liquidity, we need price to read what? Internal liquidity also. Now looking at this eye, this last eye before the break, this is what? The internal liquidity. So everything here, you can see it started creating multiple liquidity here. So everything you are seeing here are the internal liquidity. So if you see a break of structure like this, if you see a break of structure like this, and you are expecting price to what? To make use of something like this, marvelous. So now, and some traders will see, what? Please mute yourself. Now, some trader will see this place as a what? A break of structure. After seeing this place as a break of structure, they will be expecting a sale from one particular area here. And don't forget, the mission is from external to internal, from internal to external. Once price break this external, we are targeting the what? The nearest what? This place. Now, all these places you are looking into are the internal liquidity. All these structure are trap. Price has already broken the work, the external. So the next thing price is coming from is what? The internal liquidity. So if you are willing to sell from here, it is a trap. In fact, apart from you selling from here, now there's a psychology behind this thing. You now see a trader that will be like, okay, we have ounce of liquidity. Yes, it's ounce liquidity. This is my what? Major high, the ounce liquidity, and it's broke with structure. Then they will be expecting a sell from that particular candle down to the liquidity. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, this one won't send money to my account. See this disturb me. God, when I'm coming, please make I send up my account number to this person. Are they come? So no worry, thank you. Now they'll be like, okay, they'll be like, I'm coming, please. Now they'll be like, fuck, bro. I'm coming, please.
No send the wrong thing. No matter call on boss.
No worry, Eshi. Ogorozoba. Wait. Where are we? I'm coming, please. Load now. Which charts am I using to explain safe? Is it AUD or GBP?
GBP, JPY.
And now I'm not seeing my chart here. Okay, I've seen it. Now, the psychology behind this is, I'm coming now. Now, the psychology behind this is, once they see ounce of liquidity, it's ounce liquidity, right? Yeah, ounce of liquidity, and it's what? It's broke with structure. Now, they will be willing to what? To sell from that candle that haunts the liquidity, which is the what? These are black candle. It was the one that haunts the liquidity. And we are considering what? The internal liquidity. Apart from that, what are they what? Building here? They are building trendline liquidity. Trendline liquidity. Can you see? Trendline liquidity. So the psychology behind this is they will feel like, okay, once it has entered liquidity and it's broken structure, it will be valid. Yeah, that is it. It will be valid. But it depends on the scenario, on the market scenario. It depends on the market structure. It depends if there is no liquidity. around that place. If they did not engineer liquidity around that place, then you would have considered this place as what? The main point for you to continue using. Now, don't forget, we have rated the what? The external liquidity. Then we are coming from the what? For the internal liquidity, which all these I are the internal liquidity. Assuming this one broke this one upward, assuming this particular one broke this and cleared this liquidity, would have considered it, but it did not even clear it. It's still building the liquidity around it. It's still what? Building the liquidity around it. And that is why we are what? Targeting this place to the nearest area of transaction or supply or demand. Anyone? We have many supply here, so but this is my area of transaction first. So I'm using this place. And you can see now what are we targeting next? Is this what? External liquidity. We are targeting this what? External liquidity. But price got here and what? And bought. So price could not clear this place. So now we are what? We are in a bullish trend. Price did not clear this external liquidity. Price did not clear this external liquidity. And price is what? Moving up. It has cleared many what? Liquidity here. So then after that, we have what? A break of structure. Having this break, now we confirm what? An uptrend. And you can see we have a what? A break of structure. I'm coming. I want to calculate something. Now we see the PV for this PV that's in risk to reward to the high. Now we have what? A break of structure. After having this break, now this has turned the what? Has turned the what? Liquidity. Now this is now a major low. We don't want price to come back to this place and read this place anymore. Since we confirm uptrend, and where are we targeting? We are targeting around here. In fact, price is likely to clear this place because looking at this, we have what? We have liquidity. Can you see? So if I am buying, and this is what? This is the last high we have. So it is possible for markets to get here, clear this liquidity out before price started selling. Now, looking at this, we have higher high, higher low. Now, looking at this structure here, higher high, higher low. This is the what? This is the internal liquidity. And this is the external liquidity. I want price to do something like this. Clear this place, come to a proper point of interest and target another what? Another high. Or price should come lower. It depends on the reaction we have at this zone. But the reason I'll be using at this zone is because this place is a flip entry. And looking at this flip entry, it's clear liquidity here. We have ounce of liquidity. And this candle that ounce liquidity has not been mitigated.
Which flip entry, boss?
This is flip entry now. You can see a sell or call, then went up. So this is where buy started from. So we have a flip entry here. See, it reacted to the sell, but failed to break structure. And the buy started from here. So we have a flip entry from here. So price is likely to come here and continue the buy. Or either price come lower, but I'm expecting price to give me a reaction from here. But if price does not give me a valid reaction from here, I am coming lower. Now let me look for another example. We have a break of structure. Let's say we have a break of structure. Now, this has clearly worked. The external liquidity. After price clear the external liquidity, what is our target? The internal liquidity. And look at this. Look at this. This is the last high before the break. Now, this last high before the break is our liquidity, is our internal liquidity. And apart from that, assuming this candle broke upward, clear this liquidity and break structure, we would have considered this place. But now, look at the same thing again. They created liquidity for you. So because you have a break of structure here, if you are considering this place, wajele, see, it will haunt you. If you are considering this place, it will haunt you because we have liquidity. This is internal liquidity. And it's reacted a little bit and what? Went up. It went for the proper point of interest. Proper point of interest. Proper point of interest. This is liquidity. Now, let's continue again. You can see, same thing that happened here also happened here. Let me look for another example. Okay, ask your question. I think someone wants to ask a question then.
Oh, boss, how do we add it to what you have taught us before?
It is simple to add it to it now. Okay, you have a break of structure. You consider liquidity also. Okay, which one is my internal liquidity? Okay, let me mark my liquidity. The reason why most people are still eating it is because they are not considering liquidity. So now you have liquidity here. You have liquidity. So you know you will not take your point of interest around here at all. Anywhere you have equal high or equal low or multiple highs that are equal or something like this or trendline liquidity, or anytime you have something like this in the market that are equal like this, these places that are equal are the liquidity for you. This is liquidity. Equal high. This is liquidity. Double top, double bottom are liquidity. Now looking at this trend line, you can see everything touch each other. This is liquidity for you. This is liquidity. So it's broad structure. You'll be expecting itself from here. You can see it reacted a little bit and what? It's clear you out. Because you did not consider liquidity, there's liquidity here. Then there's still a proper part of interest. And this is internal liquidity. Like assuming this one, clear this liquidity, clear this one. Assuming this one, clear this one. And broke a structure, would have considered this point of interest here. But it did not clear it, it still rhymed with it. So that's the liquidity. Now, looking at this place, now we have a break of structure, right? We have a break of structure. Now, look at this place. Equal high. Now, if you are expecting a sell from here, a swing sell from here, you can see it sold a little bit, break structure, broke structure, and went up. Now, they will be expecting another sell from here. This one did not break, but went up. The reason this one went up is because this price wants to change to a buy, to a point of interest right here. And now looking at all this structure, we have a break of structure. This is external liquidity. Internal liquidity, which is this high, has not been readed. So price has not even come to this area. So this internal liquidity has not been readed. So any other thing is like you trading now for price to break a structure here. If you have liquidity, you get. If price breaks structure here and you have liquidity, you can consider this area as a continuation. Don't wait for this place anymore. Price has changed it. But if price is meant to use this place and it has not cleared internal liquidity, just wait. But if price come and do something like this for you, break this structure, clear this place, and give you another liquidity and clear it, you can consider this area as a continuation. And this place till further notice. That's just it. You don't need to waste time. You add it to what you have learned before. It's just that you'll be putting liquidity confluence to it. Now, this is the what? Internal liquidity. Price has not read it. And price has started what? Doing all sort of down trend. And imagine, price created what? A break of structure. This is what? Inducement high. This is what? Inducement high. Now, price is meant to use this place. But the reason why price does not use this place is because we have liquidity also here. You can see this thing is engineering liquidity for you. This thing is engineering liquidity for you. This is a trendline liquidity. This is a trendline what? Liquidity. Sometimes you draw it Is this not trendline liquidity? If it is trendline liquidity, just take note of that zone. If you are risking, don't risk much. Even though you are risking, don't risk much at this zone. Don't risk much because there's still a proper point of interest here. And this is the internal liquidity for this break of structure. And now you can see after price came back, it broke its structure also. It's created another internal liquidity for it after clearing the external liquidity. After creating another internal liquidity, it came back, mitigate properly. We have a break of structure. External liquidity have been cleared. We have internal liquidity. It's make use of what? An area of transaction continuously like that. So you just make it from external to internal, from internal to external, like that. So you have a change of what? Change of trend. And you know, change of trend is different from change of order flow. Change of trend is when you have a break of structure. Maybe you are selling. I now have a break of structure to bullish. And that means you change to buy. You are buying with that. But change of order flow is when you are selling, but you are looking for what? Confirmation. Or you are selling, but price has already changed order flow to buy. You want to scalp buy before you have a major break of structure. So they are different from each other. Do you understand? What's it down? Follows the law.
But boss, I don't know, I have a question, Sha.
I asked them.
This internal liquidity, does it only consist of double high and double low? Then you can actually know that, yes, this is an internal liquidity.
Okay. Now, it doesn't consist of double high and double low. Sometimes it will do something like this. Kini. Sometimes it will do something like this. High, low. It has really what? This one.
Yeah.
Now, this one is the internal liquidity. So this one is the inducement. The last eye here is the inducement. Assuming we have something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would have considered this place before this break of structure. We would have considered this place as it was the liquidity for the nearest POI and continue. I'm coming, please. You can see they are different from each other. Now, this one has raided this place, PM, and this one did not break structure before it's created the internal liquidity for us. And this one has already broken structure. Can you see? Now, let me look for example on EU. On EU. Example on EU. Okay. Now, we have a break of structure here. We have a break of structure here. A break of structure here. Now see what price does. And broke this place again. Now, many people will be expecting price to buy from here when they see a break of structure here. Can you see? Don't forget, price need the internal liquidity also. Now, price now makes this place as the internal liquidity for the proper point of interest. Can you see? For the proper point of interest. Now, let me look into another word. Okay. Now, looking at this, we have a break of structure. Now, this will be expecting a buy from here. See what price does. Price swept this liquidity. In fact, I'm expecting price to come into this place. Now, price swept liquidity and make use of this one here, this demand, this week. You can see many people that are trying to buy here, there's a reaction from here. But this is the what? This is the internal liquidity for the proper point of interest. We must have, even though it is not double top, we must have one liquidity. that price is going to clear. You can see once price cleared it, it went up. Now we have a break of structure. Looking at this break of structure. Now, price created something like this before price went up. 1, 2, 3. Now we have a break of structure, yes, yeah, right? Now this is my internal liquidity.